Good afternoon, everybody. Are you guys ready to have some fun this afternoon? Yeah. All right, we're going to have a lot of fun this afternoon, but we're also going to go over a lot of safety information, and we don't want you to miss anything. So when I do this, I need you to get quiet really quickly. But when I ask you guys to clap and cheer, I want you guys to clap and cheer as loud as you can, okay? We're going to do a little Simon Says in practice. Clap and cheer. Very good, but this time I want to hear you guys clap and cheer as loud as you can. Clap and cheer. All right. Awesome. I think you're going to be a great audience this afternoon, but guess what? Guess what, guys? I didn't come here all by myself, guys. Remember, I brought a special friend. Do you want to see if we can get him to come out? Yeah. All right. Now, boys and girls, he likes music, so should I turn the music on soft or really loud? All right, as soon as you guys hear the music, start clapping and cheering as loud as you can.
Who let the dogs
My! Oh, my! We were having so much fun, I almost forgot to introduce ourselves. I'll start with me. I'm Miss Maria. Can everybody say hi, Miss Maria? Hi. And he's all the way from GA811, our Goodwill Ambassador of Safe Digging, Digger Dog. Let's give him a round of applause. Oh. Guess what, boys and girls? We came here this afternoon all the way from GA811 to talk about utilities protection. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, you're right, Digger. Utility is a big word. Can anybody tell me the broad definition of utilities? Anybody? Right. Power, very good. Anybody want to add to it back there? Electricity. Well, power and electricity are the same thing. So you want to add to that? We got electricity, power. You don't. Water, very good. Anybody else? Right here? Yeah. I see you're missing your front teeth. You want me to ask somebody else? What about you? What? Food. Well, not food. Not really food. Back there? Water. Well, we got power and water. Anybody else? I'll give one more person. Fire. Well, not quite. Let me help you out a little bit. Boys and girls, utilities are the goods and services we use every day. Okay, remember, we use them every day to make our lives a little bit easier. They come into our homes, schools, and place of business. They are electricity, natural gas, water, sewer, telephone, and cable TV. Digger. We only have 6 utilities, silly. He needs to pay attention and practice his counting, don't y'all think? Yes. Now, boys and girls, These utilities often travel into our homes through wires and pipes that are buried underground. So say your parents are having a big digging project done in their yard. Maybe they're having a swimming pool put in. Oh boy, so digger dog can dog paddle. Oh, that would be fun. Or they could just be themselves putting in a mailbox. And guess what? Very soon they're going to start planting their pretty spring gardens. Oh, how beautiful. Well, boys and girls. Now, boys and girls, before your parents start doing any big digging project in their yard, they need to call us at Georgia 811. Now, Georgia 811, we're a free service provided to all of us here in Georgia. The process is easy. All they have to do is dial 811. Oh, Digger wants to show you how it's done. Tell Digger what number to call before you dig. Very good. All right, he's dialing. Okay. Ooh, are they busy this afternoon? We're busy? Oh, no. Oh, you're having trouble getting a signal. Okay. Then, Digger, what's wrong with your phone then? Digger, what's the matter with your phone? You don't know? Digger! Digger! All right. You have, okay, guys, you have to use a real telephone to call us, Digger. Now, boys and girls, when your parents call, what's that number they call before they dig? Very good. Well, a friendly person's going to ask them questions like, why are you digging? How long are you digging? And where on your property are you digging? And then we send out another person, and they're called a locator. The reason they're called a locator is because they locate and mark where the underground utilities are buried. Sometimes they use spray paint. Other times they use something called location flags. Digger, show the boys and girls how the location flags are used. Okay, ready, go. No, Digger. We don't use them to direct traffic. No. Think. How are those location flags used? Try again. Oh, no, we don't use them to take them out. No, think. Be serious, think. Oh, no. Okay, Digger, this time I need you to be really serious. Think hard. How are those location flags? No, Digger, no. You don't use them to brush your teeth. Okay, let's try again. Think hard. How are they used? Very good. Let's give them a round of applause. And boys and girls, if you're out playing and you see those location flags stuck all over the ground, I need you to be heroes. I want you to respect those flags, and most of all, don't touch those flags. Now, we're going to tell you something really neat we learned. Do you know each utility has its own color? That way we know what's buried underground before we start digging. We're going to tell you guys what color belongs to each utility. Guys, then we're going to do a little quiz back, see if you guys were listening, and ask you what color belongs to each utility, okay? We'll start with red. Red is electricity. Yellow is natural gas. Now, orange is a little tricky. It's telecommunications, so it could be cable TV or telephone. Blue is water. Green is sewer. And white is the area your parents need to mark where they're going to be digging, the dig site. All right, now, boys and girls, I'm going to point to a flag. You guys tell us what utility belongs to, okay? Ready? What was blue? What was green? Very good. That one's hard. What was red? Very good. What was yellow? Awesome. Now, what was orange? Very good. Awesome. What was white? The dig area. Very good. Let's give you guys a round of applause. Awesome job. Very good. Now, boys and girls, there are 2 reasons that your parents need to call. What's that number before they dig? Very good. The first reason is to prevent damage. So say somebody's out digging in the yard and they forget to call what number? Very good. And guess what? They're digging and they hit a water line or a sewer line. And now we've got water flowing all over the place and nasty sewage water flowing all over the place. And guess what? Not to surf on. Definitely not. But you're not going to have water to drink, take a bath, or even brush your teeth. And that's just gross. And guess what else? If your sewer line gets busted, you could have nasty sewage water coming out of the toilet. And that's even grosser. Yes. Now, boys and girls, now I'm going to tell you another example. Say maybe your parents or grandparents just have a home telephone line, or maybe they just have a cable TV line. And guess what? Somebody's digging again and they forget to call what number? 8. Very good. And guess what? This time the phone line or the cable TV line get cut. Now they're going to be without a lot of important numbers to call, and if there's an emergency, they won't be able to call 911, and guess what else? If your cable TV line gets cut or your internet gets cut, you're not going to be able to watch your favorite TV shows in the afternoon, work on your computer, or play on your PlayStation, and that's no fun. No Xbox. So, boys and girls, that's the first reason they would call. Second reason is for your safety. Now, boys and girls, we went over 6 utilities. Out of those 6 utilities, 2 are the most dangerous. Can anybody tell me what those 2 are? Power is one. What's the other one, Beck? Okay, power. What's the other one? Phone line. Not phone line. Water. Not water. We've said electricity. He's going to give you a hint. Sewer. No. What was yellow? Very good. Now, boys and girls, does anybody know what natural gas is? No. Does anybody? Yes. No, Digger, no. No. Let's be serious, Digger. No, boys and girls, it's not that. Now, okay, boys and girls. No, natural gas is what we use to heat our homes and the water that we cook with. Now, boys and girls, remember, boys and girls, very good. Now, this natural gas, we use it to heat our homes and the water that we cook with. Now, this natural gas usually comes into our homes through these big pipes. They're buried in the middle of the street underground. Then there's these hard plastic connecting pipes that go from the big pipe underground into your home. Guess what, boys and girls? Somebody's digging again, and they forget to call what number? 8. Very good. Maybe it's a person called a contractor using this backhoe, or it could just be somebody using a shovel. And so they are going to start digging, even though there's a big yellow marker there saying there's natural gas buried somewhere there. They ignore it and they start digging. And guess what? They hit and break the natural gas pipeline. Now I need everybody really quiet because I want you guys to hear what natural gas sounds like when it's coming out of the ground. Hear that? And let me tell you something, boys and girls. Natural gas is highly flammable. So say somebody comes by and lights a match, there could be a fire, there could be an explosion, somebody could get hurt or even killed. Yes, it's very dangerous. Or die. Very good. Yeah, killed is die. Now, we want to tell you something else neat that we learned. Do you know natural gas is naturally odorless? That means it doesn't have a smell. So the gas companies, they were smart and they put an odor into this natural gas so we can smell it when it's escaping. Can anybody tell me what that smell smells like? Now, boys and girls, remember, you can hear it coming out of the ground. You can't see it, but you can smell it. And boys and girls, this is not gasoline that your parents put in their car. You want to try?
The gas that comes out of your body.
Well, yeah, it smells like that, exactly. No, it's true. It's not, no, that's a very good answer. What about you? Yeah, it's stinky.
It smells good to me.
Shh. Guys, she's trying to talk and I can't hear.
It's this kind of gas that you kind of put in your grill.
Yes, but what does it smell like? There's a specific smell. You want to try?
It's like poo-poo.
No. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you guys a hint. Guys, I think, let me give you guys a hint. It smells like a rotten. Very good, boys and girls. And if you ever smell that smell, you need to run away from there quick. Get an adult as soon as possible. So that's the first most dangerous utility. Second most dangerous utility is electricity. Now, electricity usually comes into our homes through poles and wires that are overhead. So another question we're going to ask your parents when they call. What's that number before they did? Very good. We're going to ask them if they're going to be working within 10 feet of overhead power lines. So maybe they're having a contractor use this big backhoe in their yard, and maybe that bucket's going to get close to the power lines. Or they could just be climbing on the roof of the house to paint the house or clean the gutters, and they're going to get close to those power lines. Well, we want to protect them from being electrocuted or even killed, wouldn't we? Yes. Well, shocked and electrocuted are the same thing, but very good. So we send out the power company, and the power company puts a rubber sleeve over the line. And the reason they use rubber is because rubber is a good non-conductor of electricity. That means electricity cannot flow through it. So what would be the meaning of a conductor of electricity? Remember, a non-conductor of electricity does not let electricity flow through. So a conductor of electricity would do what? What's the opposite of not letting electricity flow through? It lets it flow through. Very good. Now, I have 4 good examples of conductors of electricity. Can anybody tell me one? Something that lets electricity flow through. Somebody that hadn't tried. Right here? Well, I need something that lets electricity flow through. He's giving you a hint. Power lines, okay. But what are those power lines made out of? No. Metal, metal. That's what I was looking for. Metal. Metal's a good conductor of electricity. Can anybody tell me another one? Well, no, we have. What?
Under the ground.
Well,
A clown?
no, but something that lets electricity flow through. What about you? He's giving you a hint.
A crayon.
Wood, very good, wet wood. So you know why your parents tell you not to run under a tree during a thunderstorm? It's because the lightning could hit that tree branch, go through the sap in the middle of the tree trunk, all the way to the ground, because guess what? Electricity likes the ground. It likes to be grounded. Okay, I've got 2 good examples. Can anybody tell me the third? What?
Not putting rubber on it, you could get shot.
No. Rob, up! Digger, dog! Put that back. Oh my! Boys and girls! I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Digger, if you do that again, you're going to the doghouse. Okay. So what's the third conductor of electricity? Water. Very good. So, all right, boys and girls. All right. So you know why your parents tell you not to swim in the pool or the lake during a thunderstorm? Because electricity likes the water. All right. I've got 3 good examples. Can anybody tell me the last one? Anybody want to try? Oh, he's giving you a hint. And I see lots of them in here. What? People. What? People. Very good. We're good conductors of electricity. And do you know why? Our bodies are made up of almost 80% water. Oh my gosh. Go. To the doghouse. All right. Boys and girls. Okay. Boys and girls, he's got to go to the doghouse for a little bit to calm down. Maybe if y'all are quiet and pay attention to me, because we're going to go over something very important up here, maybe he can come out in a little bit, okay? Now I'm putting on these gloves. What are these gloves made out of? Rubber. And these safety glasses are made out of plastic. And the reason I have to put them on, boys and girls, is I have to protect myself. Boys and girls, this is Powertown. Now, Powertown, when it's on, it has real electricity flowing through it, so that means it's energized. Now, Powertown was made for us by the big power company called Georgia Power. Guys, I need everybody's eyes up here. And the gas section was made for us by the big gas company called Atlanta Gas Light. Now, boys and girls, when Powertown is on, when Powertown is energized, there's the red light on the house comes on. Let me know when the light comes on. Yeah. All right. Boys and girls, do you like to fly kites? Yeah. I love to fly kites, but when I go fly a kite, I go to the beach or an open field where there's no power lines nearby. This little girl is flying her kite too close to the power lines. Let me show you what can happen. Oh, yeah, boys and girls, you notice that kite pole doesn't even touch the power lines. It got so close that the electricity jumped from the wires to the kite pole and it'll go straight to the ground. Put your hand down, hon. Now, boys and girls, you know here in Georgia, we get a lot of windstorms, and say maybe your parents or grandparents have a satellite dish on the roof of the house, and say the satellite dish gets blown onto the power lines. Let me show you what can happen. Yes, boys and girls. Now we have real electricity running down this metal arm, and now the whole outer part of that house is energized. You would not want to touch it. Now another thing that happens a lot here in Georgia is we have windstorms, ice storms, thunderstorms, and guess what? Power lines always go down. Now boys and girls, if you're out playing and you see a power line down, are you going to get near it and touch it? No. You're going to get an adult to call the power company to come turn off the power because they've got ways to do that. Now boys and girls, I'm going to tell you some stories. Now these stories happen to real kids here in Georgia just like you. This happened to a 10-year-old little boy. He lived in Decatur, Georgia, which is not far from here. He was out playing one day and he saw a down power line. And he was curious and went over there and grabbed it and touched it. What do you think happened to him? He got electrocuted and died. So it's very important that you pay attention to your surroundings. Now, boys and girls, in this example, the power line came down and got hooked on the metal fence behind the house. Do you think there's going to be real electricity flowing to the metal fence in front of the house? Yes, and guess what? This little girl is out playing and not paying attention to her surroundings, and she touches the fence. See what could happen to you? So see, that whole fence is energized. You would not want to touch it. Now the next story I'm going to talk about involves a bus driver, and guess what? Little children just like you guys. They were all riding the school bus, and for some reason that bus driver had to back up the school bus. And when he did, or she did, they hit a power line. And guess what? The power line came loose down on top of the school bus. Guess what, boys and girls? This could also happen to you if you're in a car. If you're ever in this situation, the best thing you can do is sit still till the power company can come turn off the power. But if there was a fire, you'd want to get out of that school bus or car, wouldn't you? Yeah. Yes. But no, that's the last thing you should do. What you got to do is cross your arms like this, put your legs together like this, one straight line. You're not going to spread your legs out like this. You're not going to jump out of the car or school bus and run, and you're not going to do this. One straight line, because you're less likely to get electrocuted. Then you're going to take a small hop from that school bus or car, because guess what? Sometimes that can be high. And you're going to take bunny hops away from that car or school bus. Boys and girls, if you're out playing and you see a power line down on top of a car or school bus, are you going to get near it and touch it? No. This little girl, she doesn't learn, and she goes and touches the school bus. Bear with me a minute. Look what could happen. So boys and girls, the reason that you would need to cross your arms before you get out of that car or school bus is that whole outer part of that car or school bus is now energized, and you would not want to touch it. Now boys and girls, does anybody know what this big green box is? Well, you want to guess? Well, kind of. It's called a pad mount transformer. And what it does is it houses electric lines that go underground into your home. Because guess what? Electricity can also be buried underground into your home. Now, boys and girls, you see these a lot in college campuses. Guess what? I also seen them in school grounds where I've done shows here in Georgia. And guess what? I have one sitting in my front yard. Now, boys and girls, if you're out playing and you see one of these pad mount transformers, are you going to sit on it? No. Open it and touch it? No. No. You sit as a hide and go seek base? No. Very good. Now I'm going to tell you another sad story. This happened to another little boy. He lived in Norcross, Georgia, which again is not far from here. He was out playing one day and he saw one of these pad mount transformers. And guess what? He thought he'd be cool and go sit on it. And when he did, he got electrocuted. And well, he's very fortunate he didn't die, but almost 80% of his body was burnt. He's very fortunate he didn't lose his arms and legs either, but now if he goes out in the summertime with shorts on or short sleeve shirts or goes to the pool with swim trunks, everybody can see his bad burn marks. Now, boys and girls, do you remember what I told you about electricity liking the ground? It loves the ground, and it's going to find the fastest way to get to the ground. Now, in this example, this little boy's out playing, and he sees this pad mount transformer open, and he's curious and wants to touch it. Now I'm going to lift him up in the air because I want you guys to see how the electricity is going to go straight through his body to the ground. He's going to be the conductor. Look at that. It's going straight through his body to the ground because electricity, it doesn't care how it gets to the ground. It's just going to find a way. All right, boys and girls, guess what? Somebody's digging again, and they forget to call what number? 9. Very good. And maybe it's this person again with the backhoe. Or it could just be somebody using a shovel. And because they didn't call 811, this time they don't know there's a big power line buried there. And so they start digging. Let me show you what can happen. So see, boys and girls, you can get electrocuted if you're digging underground and hit a power line. Now we have real electricity running down this metal arm. The whole outer part of that backhoe is energized. So the person sitting inside that backhoe, what's the first thing they should do? Remember the example I told you about this? No. Let me sit still. Good listener. Very good, until the power company can come turn off the power. But if there's a fire, that person in the backhoe would need to get out too, wouldn't they? So what would they do? Everybody tell me. It's like this, legs together like this, and they would bunny hop away from the backhoe. So see, guess what? Adults have to do the exact same thing. Now, boys and girls, now that I'm done with Power Town, do you think maybe Digger Dog has calmed down and wants to come back out? All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn some music back on, okay? This time when you hear the music, start clapping and cheering as loud as you can. Call his name, and the louder the better. He likes it loud, okay?
I like the
Digger! Digger! Louder! 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 Dig! Louder! 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 Louder, Mike! All right. Hey, Digger! Digger! I thought he'd calm down by now. Hey, can you pick out a boy or girl out of the audience to take a picture? Boys and girls, he's only going to pick you if you're sitting on your bottoms, raising your hands nicely. Boy or girl out of the audience to take a picture. He's got somebody. Okay, guys, be very patient with him. He's funny about his poses, so he's got to get her just right for the picture. All right. Is she ready? Oh, okay. All right, take her picture, Digger. What a pretty smile. All right. Guess what, boys and girls? This is an instant camera. Let's show them her picture. What do you think she looks like? Tinkerbell! Well, hello, Tinkerbell. I didn't know we had Tinkerbell in the audience. Wow. Oh, Digger. Can you pick out another boy or girl out of the audience? Take a picture. Remember what I said. Let's see who was good listeners. Boy or girl out of the audience, take a picture. Think he's got somebody. All right. All right, get him ready for the picture. Oh, wow. I think he's ready, Digger. I don't think he can move again. Wow, perfect. All right, take his picture. All right, let's show him his picture. What do you think he looks like? What do y'all think he looks like? What? Nader! I didn't know we had Nader in the audience. All right. Hey, Digger, we have time for one more. One more. Okay. Who will be the lucky person this time? Who's the lucky person this time? I think he found somebody. I think we found somebody. All right, come on. All right. Okay, is he ready? Okay, all right, let's take his picture. Okay, oh, he's got to make sure the picture's perfect. Oh, okay, he's kind of tall. All right, ready? Take his picture, okay. Show him his picture. Okay, guys, what do you think he looks like? What? Digger! Hey, Digger, that wasn't nice. Tell him you're sorry. Okay. All right. Hey, Digger. Okay. Digger. Okay, Digger. Okay, guys. Listen to this. Guys, remember what we practiced. Okay, Digger, this time I want you to pick out a few boys and girls out of the audience to take a real picture. Remember what I said on your bottoms, raising your hands nicely. Come up here when he picks you, okay? We have one. All right, we have one. We have two. We have two. Come on up. We have two. We have three. All right. And we have four. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Guys. Digger's going to get y'all ready for the picture, okay? So follow his directions. Digger, let me know when you're ready for the picture, okay? All right. Okay. All right. Let me know when you're ready, Digger. Digger. No. I need you to get behind the boys and girls so I can see them in the picture. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, get behind them, okay? Let's try this again. Digger. No, can you move up closer? Closer. Yeah, I want you behind them, but closer. No, closer. 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 All right. Oh, no. Digger. I want to see their faces. All right, let's try this again. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Everybody look. Put those fingers down. Bad, Digger. All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Look over here, guys. Okay, one more, guys. One more. All right, let's give these guys a round of applause. Awesome. So, Digger, what did you think about this group this afternoon? I thought they were great too. Awesome. Oh, you thought they were crazy? He said y'all were great and crazy. Were y'all great and crazy? All right. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, we brought you something, but if you're not quiet, you're not going to get to hear what we got you. Okay, much better. Let me see. Oh, everybody gets a Digger Dog coloring activity book. All right. And there's a certificate in the back, because guess what, guys? You guys just completed the Digger Dog Show. All right. Awesome. What else? Oh, guess what else? You know, Digger likes himself a lot, and he wants y'all to have a picture of him to wear, so you get Digger Dog stickers. And you get 811 awareness bracelets. All right. Oh, and guess what else I found in here? Each of your teachers gets a Digger Dog mascot to keep in the classroom. All right.